in over 175 countries and all the ships at sea via the American Forces Radio Network. You can hear this great program. As always, a shout out to our brave men and women of the United States Armed Forces for what you do, what you have done for us back here in the Loft 100 studios as the Big Biz Show rolls on. It is Costa, and it is special guest host Cassidy Smith. First time, right? As far as a full second time as a guest host.
As a guest host.
You're doing very well.
Thank you.
Congratulations. In spite of me, you're doing very well.
Thank you.
Love it. Joining us right now is Paul Davis, CEO of Adeia. Their ticker symbol is ADEA. With us once again here on the Big Biz Show. Paul, how are you doing, my friend? How's your summer going?
It's going great. Thanks for having me back on the show. I had so much fun last time. Decided to come back on.
In spite of the bar, we are not drinking during the show, so we appreciate you coming back on the show. Paul, we always have brand new eyes and brand new ears every single episode. So if you can, before we look forward, kind of give everyone the nickel version of what exactly you and Adeia are doing for us.
Sure, absolutely. Happy to do so. So Adeia is a public company, as you noted. We're a technology company. We invent in two primary areas, in media and in semiconductors. And we then monetize our inventions primarily through our patent portfolios. And so we're a little different in that regard. There's not a lot of pure play IP licensing companies out there in the public space.
Right.
Maybe there's two of them. We're one of them, and we are really proud of what we built. Our legacy goes back though over 30 years with companies like Rovi and TiVo, and then Tessera Technologies on the semiconductor side.
God, we still have our I think we still have our TiVo in a drawer somewhere. I mean, when that first came on the scene, though, that was insane. It was.
I credit it to actually, being a big part of why my marriage has been so successful. I was a beta tester for TiVo back in 1999 before I had any involvement in the company. And, I brought it back, and my wife and I were newly married at that time. And the ability to pause live TV so we could have conversations during the shows was, I just think was a game changer.
Amazing stuff. I know Cassidy has a question for you, but real quickly, with how is Adeia affected by the light speed that technology changes in our world today, if you are at all?
It's different. We take a different approach to innovation. We are fortunate enough that we get to think about how that's going to change all the time. So we invent really with a mindset of what the world's going to look like 5 to 10 years from now. A lot of invention that happens at product companies is what's the next iteration of a semiconductor chip or a service, right? Yeah. What's the next software version? Our inventors are really fortunate in that they get to, hang out around a table and think about how do we change the industry, right, in a 5 to 10 year horizon. So we've been thinking about these changes for a long time and have been prepared for the AI revolution that we're seeing today.
Paul, as someone who's kind of just hearing about your company for the first time, what are some of the main areas or trends Adeia focuses on or is currently focusing on?
Yeah, great question, Cassidy. Yeah, so we are on the semiconductor side. We're really focused in two primary areas right now in our innovation. One is a hybrid bonding. It's a way to an advanced packaging technology allows you to bond essentially two different chips together, or chiplets as sometimes they're referred to, and have them act as one piece of silicon because of the way they are brought together. Conventional packaging really degrades the performance, but the hybrid bonding approach really allows them significant performance advantages that otherwise they wouldn't be able to have because they're essentially super fine pitch and bonded together. The other area is a new technology that we announced called RapidCool. RapidCool is a direct-to-chip liquid cooling solution that we are also very proud of. We're just starting to talk to partners and the industry about what its advantages are. But one of the main things that people are struggling with in the data centers and the like is how do we cool these chips in an efficient way? And our solution is a direct-to-chip liquid cooling that we are talking to partners about today. And then on the media side, it's so vast. We have so many technologies, across the different aspects of media, whether it's in search and recommendation, ad tech, the user interface. I could go on and on, imaging-related technologies, but they're all trying to really address how people watch and enjoy entertainment at the very heart of them.
Paul Davis is the CEO of Adeia Incorporated, ticker symbol is ADEA. You know, Paul, in my life, a life without potato chips would be really, really sad and boring, and I don't know if I could go on. In your world, though, chips are so important. I mean, right. I guess you could say it really is the lifeblood to almost anything in our world today. How much are you guys, how much do world events affect you guys, if they do at all?
Yeah, we're a little immune to that because of the way we monetize our portfolio. So we are, we put patents in their very nature are public, right?
Yeah.
And so we file our patents. They become public usually within a few years of the filing in those inventions, and then we get rewarded by doing that by having the exclusive right to license those patents. And so that model allows us to really, we're not selling a product, and so we get less impacted other than really large events, right? That certainly will impact the entire industry, but that usually happens over time. So what we're seeing is a shift, right, in how people watch entertainment from traditional pay TV to streaming to social media, and we've been evolving our portfolio along those lines. So that will be a mega trend that will impact us, but in market trends that are more temporal don't have as big of an impact on us.
Paul, as you wrap it up, you got about 30 seconds. What's the rest of 2026 look like, or already are you and your team focusing on New Year's and 27?
Yeah, I think for us, we're continuing to diversify our revenue streams that we have. We were known certainly as a pay TV company primarily. Today, though, that's gone from about 80% of our revenue to about 35,
wow,
40%, while we maintain still, over 400 million in revenue. So continuing to diversify, continuing to add new customers, like we did with Disney last year, at the end of last year, and AMD on the semiconductor side earlier this year. We're really proud of those, and that's continued to be our focus. How do we continue to expand our customer base, add new customers, and diversify our revenue streams even further? Please
come back on again. Love it. Paul Davis, CEO, Adeia Incorporated, ADEA is the ticker symbol. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Big Biz Show. To everybody here who makes the show possible, thank you. For Cassidy Smith, I'm Costa. We'll see you next time.